This is Megastar Magazine TV.
Hello and welcome to Megastar Magazine TV. My name is Monique Aigbe. In the news, President Bola Tinubu congratulates the Super Falcons of Nigeria on their victory at the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations, securing their record 10th continental title. This came during a reception in honor of the players and the coaching crew at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. The president bestowed national honor of the Officer of the Order of the Niger, OON, on the Super Falcons and the entire technical crew, allocated 3-bedroom apartments in Abuja to each of the players and the technical crew at the Renewed Hope Estate, cash award of the Naira equivalent of $100,000 each to the 24 players and $50,000 each to the 11-man technical crew. The Nigerian government has promised to handle the ongoing widespread protests by Ghanaians against Nigerians in their country diplomatically. Some Ghanaians had accused several Nigerians living in Ghana of involvement in crime, but the spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Kimyebi Ebiefa, said federal government will engage them diplomatically. Nigeria and Ghana, both colonized by Great Britain, had kept good relations since the days of colonialism and remained best of allies. Recently, there had been tension in the relationship, as Ghanaians who at the peak of their country's economic depression in the 1980s took refuge in Nigeria, allegedly attacked Nigerians staying in the country. The Alternative Bank and Sterling Sustainable Working Group organized the Walking Plastic March awareness to eradicate plastic pollution in Lagos and Nigeria at large. The campaign, which was enveloped in Lagos environs, especially the marketplaces, saw meaningful conversations about sustainable waste disposal and long-term environmental change. The plastic campaign was a community-driven initiative designed to raise awareness about the environmental crisis caused by plastic waste, particularly in Lagos' high density, especially the marketplace. The awareness walk brought together employees, volunteers, market leaders, traders, residents, government and private sectors. The Nigerian Custom, under the leadership of Comptroller General of Customs Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, has strengthened its international cooperation efforts through a high-level engagement with the General Administration of China, GACC. The meeting held in Beijing brought together senior officers of the service and top officials from GACC to gain bilateral knowledge exchange and capacity development in custom administration. The Chinese custom authorities shared the ideal in the structured training system, incorporating virtual reality, including 5G-enabled system and e-learning approaches. 89 from Nigeria Customs have received training since 2023 across various areas such as trade facilitation, anti-smuggling enforcement, food safety supervision, and digital port operation. The Nigeria Customs Service (NCS) has notified the general public on concerns raised by the government of the United States of America on the need for Nigerians to desist from misusing entry visas granted by the U.S. They advised that the security vetting for visa applicants does not end upon entry into the United States, that the U.S. authorities will continuously monitor the activities of visa holders, and visas can be revoked if holders are found to have violated U.S. immigration protocols, import and export guidelines. Assistant Comptroller of Customs and National Public Relations Officer Abdullahi Maiwada explains in detail that Nigerians traveling to the U.S. are reminded to declare at the point of exit or entry excess cash above the minimum threshold of $10,000 or its equivalent, and ensure that prohibited items are not included in their baggage. He further encouraged passengers to be law-abiding citizens and be of good conduct, and reaffirmed that Nigeria Customs Services are working with the U.S. mission in Abuja to ensure that Nigeria meets the criteria to avoid enlistment into an expanded visa ban that will deny entry to well-meaning Nigerians. On the foreign scene, 27 people, including 16 inmates and a pregnant woman, have been killed in Russian air attacks at southeastern Ukraine. The attacks came overnight on Tuesday, a day after United States President Donald Trump set Russia a new deadline of 10 or 12 days to reach a peace deal in its war on Ukraine or face tough new sanctions, shortening a 50-day deadline he had set earlier this month. Ivan Fedorov, head of the military administration in Zaporizhzhia on Tuesday, said Russia carried out 8 overnight air attacks on his region alone, hitting a prison near the city of Zaporizhzhia. A lone attacker armed with an assault-style rifle killed 4 people, including a New York Police Department officer, before fatally shooting himself inside a skyscraper in New York's Manhattan area. New York City Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch explained that the shooting is still under active investigation and the motive behind the shooting was still unknown. The rampage happened at the skyscraper, home of the headquarters of the National Football League, NFL, and Blackstone, one of the world's largest investment firms, among others. In sport news, the Tigers, the national women's senior basketball team, narrowly avoiding an upset as they fought back to edge resilient Mozambique 60-55 in a thrilling 2025 FIBA Women's Afrobasket clash at the Palais de Trenchville in Abidjan. With a hard-fought win, Nigeria secured a place in the quarterfinals, joining Uganda, who also advanced from Group C with 2 wins in many games. Mozambique started strong, outscoring the Tigers 13-9 in the opening quarter. The second quarter was evenly contested at 15-15, leaving the Southern Africans with a narrow 28-24 lead at halftime. Title holders England came from behind before beating Spain on penalties to win the UEFA Women's Euro 2025 final and retain the title. Mariona Caldente had given Spain a halftime lead as they attempted to repeat their 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup final defeat of England. Equalized after playing 120 minutes for the third match in succession, England prevailed 3-1 on the penalties with Chloe Kelly converting the decisive spot kick. In entertainment, popular Nigerian singer Ruga has called on interested women to start sending in their applications for a possible relationship. Ruga made the call following a threat from his mother to arrange a girl for him if he failed to bring a partner. The singer revealed that his mother has given him from now till December 2025 as a deadline. Nigerian singer and rapper Aziz Fashola, popularly known as Naira Marley, has urged his colleagues to join him in making Afrobeats great again. Naira Marley's appeal comes as he aims to regain his position as one of the top Afrobeat artists after facing cancel culture following accusations of involvement in his former signee, Mohbad's death. The court recently dismissed Mohbad's father's suit against Naira Marley and his associate Sam Larry, stating that there was insufficient evidence to link them directly to the death. That has been the news. For more information, follow our social media platforms showing on your screen. Up next is Voices from the Street.
My name is Queen Brown from Megastar Magazine TV. We are live in the city of Abuja to get the opinion of people concerning insecurities in the city of Abuja, especially one chance. Follow me and let's find out.
Yesterday, early in the morning, around 6:30 to 7 in the morning, I was robbed with the group of boys. You understand? In front of Union Bank, you will say to Adetokubo Ademola, close to Moscow Underground. I was robbed. I shouted to people to rescue me, to help me, to assist me recover my phone. Nobody to assist me. After everything, those boys tried to even stab me with knife. I run away. I have to run to Federal Secretariat, head of service, to beg those policemen to assist me to recover my phone. So after that, we have to use the front of a silver bed to block them in the express to recover my phone. So those boys are everywhere, snatching phone every day. This is not the first time this thing is happening in Abuja. We say to Glow Junction, Equa Church, Al-Nur Mosque, front of Al-Nur Mosque, and Zone 4 Bridge, Silver Bed, Central Mosque, they are everywhere. And which, in the early in the morning, you will not see police to assist you. It was by the grace of God, policemen helped me yesterday. So I'm appealing to the states, to the FCT Police Command, to have to help us to secure this FCT. FCT is our home. We don't have any other place to go. FCT is supposed to be safe. Insecurity is too much in Abuja now. Those boys need to be flushed out. Those boys need to be flushed out. Security is supposed to be in FCT 24 hours, not in the night, 24 hours, early in the morning. That is the time those boys normally operate. Sometimes they used to break a car glass. They used to carry hammer, carry some stick, this 2x2 wood to break somebody's car and rob the person. Police supposed to get in everywhere with their vehicle, stand by in case of emergency. You understand? In case of emergency, you can run to them. That yesterday, I tried to run to one place to another. I could not be able to get any policeman in Wuse 2. I have to go to Federal Secretariat. Why? The issues happen in Wuse 2. I could not be able to find any policeman in Wuse 2. Last time, this exactly things happened to me in Wuse by Barnes Bridge. I could not be able to find police. I have to run to Zone 3 police station. When I got there, they told me that if it is Barnes, I'm not supposed to come to Zone 3 police station. I have to go to Metama police station. I have to run to Metama police station and lay my complaint before they can be able to assist me. This is not the first time this is happening to me. Please, police supposed to be everywhere. It's not by police station. You understand? That's what I want to. I'm appealing to FCT Minister, FCT Police Command to do something about it. Those boys used to attack them. Bus stop. Those boys used to attack them, collecting phone. Imagine your car break down in the night. Those boys will come and meet you to rob you, which is bad. Security is supposed to be everywhere in Abuja here.
Well, issue of insecurity, especially in this Abuja, let me tell you, if the government can bring the buses, all these CNG buses to the what we call it, they already built what we call it, bus stations. If you can have bus station, people will be going there. But now we have a bus station, no buses. So that's why these people are just raining. So as you know, all the painted taxis must be painted. There's no issue of some taxis are painted, some are not painted. That's the issue. If every taxi belongs to maybe registered organizations, everybody on the top of your taxi, they will put a banner that this also company. Everybody will know this company that's running this thing. But this thing in this Abuja, we don't know who is who. That's why you see this situation of quality is really raining. So we want DK to bring the buses. It's not only by just building bus parks. We need the buses. For how long? This is second year to the tenure. Is it when the tenure runs out? That's it. Thank you very much.
Nigeria, well, for me, I think we need more security personnel when it comes to all these our bus stops. They're supposed to be there to actually identify the ones, the main drivers that they know that take particular lane. If they are there, they will know that when someone comes in, because I know that all these one chances are not from the guys that are well known for taxi drivers and all that. So if the security personnel are being employed to different zones to know the people, or if maybe they can have an ID card for the people, all these taxi drivers to have an ID card to actually say that yes, they are, they are into transportation business, so that when we see all those people that are not into it coming in to do their mischievous acts, we can actually identify that these people are not part of them. And from that, I think it will help. It will help, yeah.
Oh yes, one chance. Like I was also someone that had entered into, I was a victim of one chance. So what I would say is that people should be careful whenever they want to get into a vehicle. You don't just come out and jump into any vehicle you see. Try and watch. Be security conscious in the sense that if you are really patient in the bus stop, you would be able to fish them out. One thing is that how you know them is that they will not tell you where they are going to. So please be patient enough to watch out for body language also. So when you get into the vehicle, watch out for body languages. There are signs. It's just that we are not being observant enough to know. That's it. Then when you get into a vehicle and you see that the vehicle's hand is not there, the handle for you to open the car is not there, that's another sign for you to know that yes, something is wrong. Then we'll also talk about you getting into a vehicle and seeing that one person is in the front, one in the back, or two is also a sign for you. And one thing I finally got to understand is that the government has to curtail this by getting some vehicles that we would know that this is the vehicles we should be entering. Maybe a painted taxi or so, that everyone will know that this is what they should be entering. That would help to curtail all of this. You understand? And let's just be careful out there. That's what I would say. Let's just be careful. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, I do. I have something to say. And what I have to say is that, first of all, whether you are entering a registered vehicle, colored vehicle, the one having Abuja color or not, the first thing you should look out for is the people inside there. When you notice the kind of people that are inside, I don't know, they have a way of doing things. So if you calmly look at them and look at their faces, look at the way they are, I think that should tell you if that vehicle is safe enough or if it's not safe enough. And I think every vehicle owner that is doing taxi in Abuja, because now it's not by the registered vehicle, it's not by that they do taxi. Every vehicle owner, they drop people off along the road, or they take people from the road when they're going to work. So every vehicle owner should have a means of identification. And security personnel should be at every checkpoint, bus stop, or on the road, so that when they check them and they see that these people, they are registered and they are well verified, they let them go. But those that are not registered and don't have the necessary means of identification should be asked questions. I think with that, it can reduce the cost of kidnapping.
Okay, this has been a talk of the town for a while now. So I made a video about this initially. I came to Abuja 2020 for my NYSC, and before coming, my mom informed me. She said, when you get to Abuja, people used to hide inside the trunk of the car to kidnap. So when you enter, make sure you always look at the boot of the car. And ever since then, that's struck in my head, right? But since 2020 till now, I've heard series of people. I've seen on Instagram, I've seen people's testimonies of how they got kidnapped after work, even during broad daylight like this in the afternoon. My cousin personally experienced it. He was kidnapped at AYA and later found himself somewhere around Kubwa. He was so confused and lost. So I could feel from his trauma, in as much as I was not the one that experienced it. But kidnapping is something that should not be happening in this city, but it's just unfortunate that it's actually happening and it's actually real. So if you have plans of coming to stay in Abuja, you have to be extra smart. You have to be careful of the kind of car you enter, right? So I was actually thinking about the problem, and I was thinking for a second that what could be the solution to this. And I thought to myself that if Wike, as the Minister of FCT, can come up with a solution, or probably making the taxi drivers have a unique car color, a unique plate number, and a unique sticker, and they should have a particular park that they only operate. Whoever enters a car at a place that he or she is not supposed to enter, wherever you find yourself, you did it to yourself. You took the risk and you did that to yourself, right? Lagos, for instance, they have a very unique color. Everybody knows Lagos, the cars are downfall. So if you enter a car that is not downfall, you decide to enter a Sienna, you're taking your own risks by your own self, right? So I feel that should be the solution too.
My name is Desmond Obodo, or Chukwemeka Didi Obodo. Like you know me, I'm a pharmacist by profession, and I'm also a writer. I'm the author of The Twilight of Hope and The Longest African Night, and other books. Concerning the issue of insecurity in Abuja, I can say that there is a gradual higher level of insecurity compared to a few years back, when I used to come to this town for one thing or the other. Those days you could move around at any time, morning, afternoon or night, and you have little to worry about. I can still give it to Abuja that they are trying in terms of security, but we still need more work to be done. And then I think it is a call of duty to relevant security agencies, such as the Department of State Services, the Nigerian Police, and the civil defense, to rise up to the occasion to ensure that they do the needful. But apart from that, we do know that security is a community affair. There are stakeholders, so it is not just about the operatives, but also about the town dwellers and the relevant agencies. Everyone should work to have a comprehensive and holistic security plan that will enhance the security of lives and property in Abuja. And I will want to suggest that we have to do what we call access control system, whereby we should have a way of identifying residents of Abuja. Government can decide to issue something like residence ID card, so that when they see you, police sees you, and stop you on the road, you should be able to identify yourself. And then workers who are working in different agencies should be able to identify themselves with their ID cards or access tags, so that if police stop them on the road, to be easy to see this person is a resident of Abuja and not just a foreigner who decided to come here and cause mayhem. Another thing we can do to reduce the level of insecurity is to ensure that each vehicle that runs the commercial system should have a vehicle number and a defined route, so that whenever there is an incident, we should be able to track the vehicle through the vehicle number and the route that it operates. And another thing that can help us is the residents on their part, like I said, it's a community affair, should be vigilant at all times, ensure that they take note of the vehicle number they are applying, watch carefully to ensure that they are discreet about the way they commit, so that they don't fall into the hands of the armed robbers. And
This is Megastar Magazine TV.